For decades, attracting guests to a hotel or resort meant relying on highly visible physical placements. You bought space on mass-market billboards or printed brochures and hoped the right traveler happened to drive by or walk past. This approach required significant upfront capital, and worst of all, it was entirely blind. You paid for the space regardless of whether it brought in a single reservation, with zero ability to track if a specific ad actually caused someone to book a room. Today, the traveler's journey rarely starts on the highway. It begins on a screen. People search, compare, and lock in their stays on online platforms long before they pack a bag. This shift to digital created a massive opening for online travel agencies, or OTAs. Platforms like Booking.com and Expedia aggregated the market, providing visibility for hotels, but at a steep cost, often charging commissions as high as 20% per reservation. Relying entirely on these third-party platforms steadily drains a property's profit margins. To thrive in a crowded market, an accommodation provider has to command its own digital presence, pulling guests directly to their own front door, instead of paying a toll to an intermediary. The first step in reclaiming that direct connection is showing up exactly where travelers are looking. By optimizing search engine strategies and managing a Google business profile, a hotel ensures it appears at the top of local search results when someone types in a query for a place to stay. This diagram illustrates how digital infrastructure bypasses traditional geographical limitations. A single property can project its presence to specific users across multiple continents at the exact moment they begin their search. Unlike that static billboard sitting on the side of a highway, digital ad platforms allow properties to utilize pay-per-click campaigns. You only spend money when a potential guest actually engages with your ad, and you can dictate exactly who sees it based on their online behavior. A luxury beach resort can set its campaigns to exclusively target couples searching for high-end honeymoons, while a hostel a few miles away can aim its ads directly at solo backpackers looking for budget accommodations. Because the messaging reaches only the people actively seeking that specific type of experience, the money spent stops being a broad, risky expense. It becomes a highly efficient, measurable investment that scales with your results. Once you have their attention, the goal is to build trust. Consistently sharing high-quality photos of the property, local attractions, and behind-the-scenes content on social media establishes a recognizable brand identity long before the customer makes a decision. The entire strategic purpose of building this online familiarity is redirection. You want to move that engaged traveler away from the crowded OTA platforms and channel them directly into your own user-friendly booking engine. This chart compares the profit yield of two identical room rates. The OTA booking on the left loses a steep commission percentage right off the top. On the right, the direct booking incorporates a minor cost for an exclusive perk, like free breakfast, yielding a significantly higher net profit for the hotel. Beyond the immediate financial gain, booking directly allows the property to capture the guest's contact information and preferences, valuable raw data that third-party agencies typically keep locked away on their own servers. Prioritizing direct reservations protects profit margins while simultaneously giving the property full ownership of the customer relationship. In the traditional hospitality model, the relationship with the guest had a hard stop. Once the traveler returned their keys at the physical checkout desk and walked out the door, the property lost its primary line of communication. With direct booking data in hand, digital marketing extends the life cycle well beyond checkout. Properties can initiate personalized email campaigns, offering tailored recommendations and incentives for repeat visits. This ongoing engagement also drives online reputation management. Publicly responding to reviews on platforms like TripAdvisor, whether praising a great stay or addressing a complaint, demonstrates active customer care and builds essential social proof. High-quality post-stay engagement creates a continuous loop. The reviews and loyalty generated by yesterday's guests directly fuel the discovery phase for tomorrow's travelers. The final piece of the digital life cycle is tracking exactly how all these interactions play out. Tools like Google Analytics allow properties to monitor website traffic, analyze booking patterns, and understand exactly what users are looking for. Completed booking data flows into an analytics dashboard. This feedback loop eliminates guesswork, letting businesses instantly shift budgets to working campaigns.
These insights allow properties to experiment with AI personalization or virtual tours, staying ahead of competitors still guessing at market desires. In a landscape dictated by online discovery, this digital lifecycle provides the beta and visibility necessary to sustain a property's long-term growth. When executed correctly, it transforms an accommodation business from a passive participant into an active controller of its own market success.